So you get to come back.
Okay.
Thank you. I am the Executive Director of Senior Services Consortium of Ramsey County, a collaboration of 8 community centers and school districts that come together for the past 40-some years to provide Meals on Wheels and other services to older adults throughout the county. And Eric has been an enduring leader of our organization for many of those years. And Eric, we are just so thankful for your strong and steady leadership in high seas and in calm waters. And steady is the word that just comes to mind for Eric, always there to keep us calm and moving forward. And because of you, so many older adults in Ramsey County have had access to the nutrition and the social connection they really need to be able to thrive in the communities they love. So I have something for you that on behalf of the board and members and staff of the consortium, something that will ensure that you continue to also have the wonderful nutrition and spirit and health of body and spirit as you move into this next phase and take...
Is this a warm meal or a cold meal?
100 years worth of meals for you. I think you will enjoy this. Give people a preview. It will help Eric in his love of cooking and entertaining.
Several months ago, Eric came to me and said, I'm thinking of retiring, and I said, that's unacceptable, and then I walked out the door. But he just kept pursuing me. So we finally accepted the fact that Eric was going to be leaving, and so we started a national search for a replacement. And we really opened the doors wide. The board was looking everywhere just to be sure, but we also knew that we had people internally that could fill that position as well. So after an extensive search and a lot of interviews, we chose someone that we think is perfect for this job. Eric has always been excited about the possibility of this transition, and Mary McCune is our choice. She's going to be a great CEO, and she and Eric have been working together. Actually, Eric was very excited that he didn't have to try to say everything in his brain to someone new. So that worked out really well. And, you know, Mary is just going to be terrific in this job. We're very excited about that. So I want to introduce Mary. She has some gifts also and some thoughts about Keystone. So here's Mary.
Well, hi everyone. Thanks for coming out to celebrate Eric and his many, many years of service here at Keystone Community Services. Some of us actually know the names of all of the predecessor organizations. I'm not going to go into that, but it's we had a staff picnic this summer, and Eric was on a team where they had to come up with the name. I told him I was going to roast him, and he didn't believe me. But my point being is that Eric has been, as both Nancy said and as Tammy said, he has been with this organization and has been a real steady force. And he's also been a steady force in my life. Eric and I have known each other almost 30 years, I think. And we met at some meeting, I'm sure, where we were both associate directors of community center organizations, and we just immediately liked each other, and we started having lunch. And Trotters is our place where we have lunch, and I'm hoping that we're going to continue to have lunch. But one of the things I learned about Eric, and one of the things I've learned from Eric, is how important it always is to make sure that community and the people in this community are just the key. They're the whole reason we do everything. So if you keep that in your focus, as Eric has done for the last 30 plus years of his career, then everything kind of works out. You know, all those highs and those lows and those times when you think, oh my gosh, you know, I'm not going to sleep for a whole week because I'm worried about this, that, or this report that needs to get done. But I think if you keep the people, as Tammy said, those grandmas, those kids, those families, those people that get the support from Keystone. And for many of you, you probably don't know this, but we help 25,000 people a year. That's a lot of people. And we do that with the help of 2,000 volunteers who come to us to kind of use Keystone as a place where they can give back to the community. And Eric has been the person that has created and helped us shepherd this organization so that we can do that kind of work at 7 different locations, and through 2 big mergers and through some big, gigantic program changes that had a huge impact on the organization. So I think the things that I really appreciate about Eric is his kind of steadiness, that he always just kind of hangs in there. He doesn't, get too emotional about things. I've learned a lot about that from him, because that's not probably one of my best skills. And then also just the fact that he's, he always sees the glass half full. I mean, and that's a cliche to some degree, but I think that is a really important thing in this business. If you lose that ability to see the goodness in people and to see that people have the ability to change, then you can't be in this business anymore. And Eric has always held that, there, that people do have that capacity to change. And for that, I am so grateful for his great leadership. And I am a little intimidated and a little daunted by taking on this position, but I know that I have Eric to go out for lunch with and have one of those big Trotters cookies with, and the great staff and all the great volunteers that help this organization as well. So, on that note, we do have a couple of gifts for you. One is something that I'm sure you will just love, because one of the things Eric has been recently able to get back into is golfing. And so this is a gift certificate for an annual membership to one of your favorite golf courses. So you can golf all summer long, any day you want. You can go play 18, you can just do whatever you want. So that's this part of the gift. And then we also... So if you're looking for Eric this summer, if you want to see Eric this summer, ask him for a golf date, because now you know that he can. And then the other gift that we wanted to give you is we wanted to give you something that represented St. Paul, because you have worked in St. Paul for so many years. And so Jen and I spent a fair amount of time trying to find the perfect picture of St. Paul for you. And I think we did. So here's your picture. You can come over and open it if you want. But these gifts are from the staff and the board of Keystone.
Rip it open.
So this is by a local artist, and it is from the rooftop above, from the building across from W.A. Frost, and looking towards the Capitol. So we thought you could find a place at home for that, and you would always have St. Paul to look at and think about. So, all right, and so Eric, now it's your chance to say a few words.